I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.
Was designed to expose men, but it's exposed. The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies.
Which she's absolutely correct. And it also begs the point that there really is no point of having a T app. Personally, I think the T app is the best thing that's ever happened for men in the past, probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years. For one thing, it's a blessing in disguise. See, the biggest thing that a man needs is confidence. Fear of losing women will hinder a man's confidence. He can't really move forward because he's afraid to be honest about who he really is because he's afraid to lose women and lose access. Once you're exposed on the T app and women are still talking to you, still sleeping with you, you will develop a complex where you realize your true power and potential. See, the truth is, we can do nothing wrong. There's nowhere for these women to go. It's not like there's another pool of men that are going to rotate in and we rotate out that they can pick from. There is nobody else coming. The same women that these women are eventually going to have kids with and beg to marry them are the exact same men that are being shamed in the T app right now. But it's not like they have anywhere else to go. Most people around the world, they literally marry and have kids within their own racial group. If you're in the United States and you're influenced heavily by the urban background, then you're limited to a very small pool of men anyway. You only like to have sex with certain men. You're only attracted to certain men. And of that total population of men, 100% of women, no matter how heavy, short, fat, tall, ugly, pretty they are, they're all vying for the attention of the top 3 to 5% of men. It doesn't really matter what you do as a man, the women are still going to be there. I'll give you an example. I learned this the hard way. I was caught cheating before. I had 7 girlfriends. They all lived in different states. But one of my girlfriends in LA decided she wanted to be a detective, find out all their information, call all of them. I remember I was on a flight from Michigan back to LA and I had a layover in Wisconsin. I get on the plane, I have no voicemails. I land for a layover, I got 27. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm thinking somebody died. I keep getting all these phone calls, I'm answering, people are crying and this and this. And then I figured out like, oh shit, I'm caught. At the time, I was under the illusion all of my women who I dearly care about, they're all going to leave me. They're all going to dump me. They don't want to be with me no more. I land in LA. I come clean to everybody. I tell them all the truth. You know, I do like to have sex. I like different women. I'm not ashamed to say I like having sex with women. I guess I came out of the closet. Because it's like when you're in a relationship, the women you're with, they want to make it seem like that's a bad thing that you're attracted to women. So I came out. When the smoke cleared, out of 7, Not one was willing to let me go. Not one was willing to break up with me. For one thing, I have a little bit of money, I have some clout. Where are you going to go? Even if you meet Chris Brown, even if you meet one of these ball players, they're going to do the same exact thing. They're going to smack it up once, maybe twice, and then they're going to kick you to the fucking curb. At least I was willing to deal with you. None of you women are perfect, but some of us men have a higher tolerance for you. You know, we figure that out after we have sex with you. If we can lay in bed with you and listen to your voice, and we don't, and it's not just driving us insane to the point where we're like, please, somebody get this bitch out of my house. If he can tolerate you enough where he can just lay with you and just be in the same room with you after sex, that's a big deal. And 90%, like 90-some% of women, you can't really tolerate that much. That's why guys are like, oh, you're trying to take my girl, and they call me. I said, take her where? I wanted to borrow her temporarily. You can have her back. I did not want her like that. I did not. I like to have fun and party. I'm not trying to boo up with your girl and play footsie, brother. That's for you. But even those nice, sweet guys, they will put up on the app and they will talk about them. I seen a guy today that I know on the app too, because I'm on the app. I'll be honest, the app was pretty much invented for me, so that people can say, well, who is this guy? Do you know him? What he's got bad to say about him? And really, on my post, I seen some woman was like, you should try him out. I liked him. My other friend that they're talking about on the app, what they call him, the backflip man. And they were like, all he's gonna do is come to your house, eat up all your food. He hangs out with celebrities. He parties all the time. And I'm reading the description, and I was like, little does the woman who made the post know, there's an actual group of women that are literally specifically looking for that type of man. See, no matter what type of man that you put on the internet, there's a class of women that would love to have them. There's women that like ugly men. There's women that like fat men. There's women that like broke men. There's women that like men that eat a lot. There's women like men that are, anorexic, that are vegan. There's women that like everything. However, for women, you're disqualified for pretty much all men past a couple of red flags. She has too many kids by too many men. She gained too much weight. You're disqualified. No man is going to, a man will come over and get some head. He might smack once, but is he going to hold your hand in public? Fuck no. And the couple of men willing to do that, you think that you can go on the internet, put his picture up, and think that another woman's going to hear all the bad shit you say about him, and she's not going to say, I bet you I can give him a chance. I bet you that works for me. I got a lot of food in my house. I got EBT. Maybe you can come over here and eat up some of this shit. My kids are gone all summer. I need a man that needs a place to live. At least I know he's going to be home. At least I know he's going to show up. So this T app is probably, like I said, one of the best things that ever happened, because now reality is going to shift and it's going to properly focus. It's going to calibrate and it's going to make sense. Women are going to understand where they really are, but men are going to finally understand where they are. After this T app, a man doesn't have nothing to lie about anymore. Once he realizes that no matter how bad women talk about him online, other women are going to see that and still want to have sex with him. Eventually, you're going to figure out that you really don't need to lie to women at all. You don't got to jump through hoops for them. There's nowhere for them to go. There's not a billionaire about to come take them off the streets, put them in a house, let them go out to the club, twerk, do whatever they want to do, still be with their ex, and he still loves like that. That's just bullshit on Tyler Perry movies. It's not real life. The T app is going to show you who and what you really are. And I think it's the best thing smoking. I hope they don't shut it down. But this woman right here, she's a pretty girl. Looks like her natural long hair. She looks like she's slim. Even she is still going to have to choose between the same pool of men that are on the T app. Remember, the T app is not just for negative stuff. Women are putting pictures of you on the T app just to kind of find out your business. Hey, has anybody dated him? Is anybody seeing him right now? Who knows something about this dude? And I'll put your picture up there. It doesn't even have to be about nothing bad. They just want to be in your business. So anybody and everybody, if you're black or if you're urban, will end up on this app. And that's a good thing, because get it all out. And then when people are still contacting you on social media, You're thinking she just sent you a DM randomly. No, 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 my friend. She found you on the T app, and all that bad shit that another woman said about you, she loves it. She wants some too. They like the toxicity. They like the fact that you deal with a lot of different women. I was looking at a matter of fact, let's see here. Let's see here. Pop balloon and 3 kids. Let's see here. Hold on. I just seen an episode. Let's see here. Pop the balloon. Man with kid on the way. I just seen it. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna
So-
come back. No, come back. I'm gonna bring him up here. All right. Come on, bro. I bet. So you got any last questions for him?
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many?
I got 2 and I got 1 on the way.
Okay. Are the
a minute.
2 twins?
Nah,
Oh, okay. Girls, boys?
I got a girl, boy, and I got a girl on the way.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, so
On the way is crazy.
Look how everybody is laughing, thinking, oh, he's definitely going to be disqualified. There's no way a woman is going to pick him. He's shorter than her. Not only does he have kids, he has 2. He's not with either of the mothers. And he has another kid that's on the way. So that means he has somebody pregnant right now that he's had sex with within the last 9 months. You would think, and all the guys are laughing, and the audience is laughing, and whoever edited the video thinks it's a joke. But you'll be surprised.
Listen, I'm not coming up here to deny
Okay,
none of my
okay.
kids. None of my kids.
No, it's not
My
about
kids come
kids.
first, no matter what. I'm not denying
No,
none of my
we
kids.
love kids.
My kids come first, so and that's the truth, and that's what I come with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I am a great vibe.
Okay.
You feel me? But my kids definitely do come first. I do have 3 kids, yes.
Okay.
And I'm proud of that.
Okay. And I love
Now, you would have expected her right now to say, okay, let me see your balloon. Pop. You would be wrong. Women are on the T app talking about, oh, he got these kids. He got 3, 4 kids here. He got 2 kids over there. Blah, 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 blah. Thinking that that's going to turn women off. It just shows you that not only do these women not understand men, they don't even understand themselves. They don't understand women.
kids.
Yeah,
I
of
used to
course.
teach elementary
Of
school.
course.
But
It's all right.
hold on.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh no, hold on. Okay, so in regards to your youngest daughter, I mean, would that be a problem?
Nah, it wouldn't.
Like it would?
Because at the end of the day, you gotta get to know me as a person.
Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about the daughter. I'm saying with any.
You don't have to worry
Oh,
about
okay,
none of my
okay,
problems.
okay. That's all. Say less. Okay.
I bet. Okay. So is it a match for you for him?
Yeah, we even color coordinated. I think this was kind of meant to be.
Okay.
That's crazy.
We can do there's really nothing that somebody can say about you. Now, if somebody says you're out here raping people and robbing their houses, well, now that's a criminal investigation. We're talking about the other bullshit that women are complaining about and saying about these men. Baby, what you don't really realize is that you're advertising him to women that otherwise might not have ever seen him. See, most people are only exposed to the men in their circle. Unless you have social media and you're active on there, you can get yourself out there. But imagine a woman putting you on a T app, asking people to comment on you, and somebody else is actually attracted to you. Now, the whole purpose of her asking these questions about you is because she wants to make sure you're not seeing nobody else. But now you got a bunch of different women that are going to find a way to sideways contact this man. So now you just created your own problem. You created your own enemy. You introduced him basically to the new woman he's going to cheat on you or leave you for. You brought that to him. She would have never known this man existed had you not played around, put him on the T app, and was basically promoting him to the world. That's why this is so laughable. Because people pretend like they got
The T app was designed to expose men, but It's who y'all are choosing from.
You know, like I said, this whole thing with the T app is backfired. This is not what it was intended to do. And then also, there's women on there talking about, oh, he got all these diseases. But baby, what you're saying is that you got a bunch of diseases and you think it came from him. So now you're breaking your own HIPAA protection and talking about how poor your health is. Now, if a man says he has so a woman says a man got a bunch of STDs, he says he doesn't and he took medicine and cleared it up, women are going to look past that and still have sex with him. Do you know how hard it's going to be for a man to brag about still having sex with a woman who was literally talking about she had all types of diseases? Like, you guys have no idea what you're doing or why. And obviously women don't have foresight, or you would have been able to see this coming. I mean, it's not rocket science to see where this is going, but I mean, I digress.
And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies.
Regardless if you're a disgusting, nasty pookie or just a Rico, single boyfriend. Like, for example, I have 2 dates tonight. I told both of them that I'm seeing somebody and I'm gonna be with her tonight, and you know what, we should all hang out. I told both of them that I want them to meet the girl I'm seeing. I told both of them I like girls who like girls. They both said, okay, what time are we meeting? And we're all gonna go have something to eat, and we're gonna go to the club, pop a bottle, get a section, and then we're gonna come back to my house afterwards. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. There's nothing to lie about. And also, you're going to have to learn how to share. You're going to be sharing your man whether you like it or not. That's it. You're sharing no matter what. Even if you break up with him, but you guys have a kid together, now your baby daddy is another girl's baby daddy. You're still sharing the man. You're not getting away from it. You're still sharing him with other women. It doesn't matter. Like, you're going to have to learn how to share. A lot of these men are in jail or they're gay. There's only so many men that are even interested or available for y'all to choose from anyway. And you have the audacity to get on the internet and complain about him and talk bad about him, like you're not going to have to go back to him. I have a woman I used to see in 2013. She just found me like 2 weeks ago and literally flew out here to Arizona. There's nowhere better to go. Beautiful girl. Well, guess what? She likes to yell. She likes to get drunk. She likes to party. She likes women. A lot of regular conservative men who are family oriented, they don't want anything to do with a rambunctious, rebellious woman. Personally, I like them because they seem to be a little bit more masculine. So a lot of them like women too. I like girls who like girls, so it just works out in my favor. But for a regular guy, the kind of dude you think is going to marry you one day, baby, you are a little too old and a little too heavy. Past 26, nobody's marrying you. That's it. I mean, we'll say we're going to marry you so we can sleep with you. And we'll say we'll marry you so we'll keep you around a little bit longer, but we're not actually going to put a ring on your finger, take you in front of our family, go to a church in front of God and lie like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So now if you're a man, you're trying to cover up something like you being part-time gay or you need citizenship, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, you might want to get married. But if you're already a citizen, you live here, you got your shit together, why would you give it up for one of these ungrateful women that are just going to try to sue you in a few years and get some money out? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Now you're 50 years old trying to figure out how to be single again. Get the fuck after a divorce. Get the fuck out of here. That's not happening. We're men. We're smarter than that. We're not doing it. The T app is putting reality properly in the right perspective so people can know who and what they really are. The women are going to notice that these men, no matter what you say about them, are still going to be booked. They're not going to be single. They're not going to be available all the time. They're still going to have women in their lives, women who saw them on the T app and still want to be with them. So that kind of that defeats the whole purpose of exposure, because you're not actually gaining anything from it. You would think that if the man loses women, he loses a relationship, he goes through a breakup, then you won and he lost. No one's going to lose from this. Any woman that breaks up with you because of the T-app, there's a woman on the T-app that's going to take her place. Men provide security, stability. We create families. Women can't do any of that on their own. And having sex with a rose for the rest of your life, never having kids, never having a husband. But think about it. Any man you choose, what if he's on the app? What you going to do? Tell him no? But guess what? There's other women besides you for him to choose from anyway. You don't have the options you think you do. You don't. She's telling you that. She's a woman. Listen to her. And even she has limited options. Pretty as all, and she's smart. To get a man to marry her is going to take, I mean, it just depends on how old she is. It's going to be like moving a mountain. It's a rough, because she's from an urban background. Men understand that women from urban backgrounds are for recreational use only. When it comes time to get married, you find a woman who's from a different ethnic background or from another country because they're raised to be wise. She's raised to be a man. That's why she's a little bit smarter than the average woman. But you can't be a husband to a man. That, you know, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, right?
Right. And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had and left. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot.
And I proved that to you just now with that Pop the Balloon episode. The man is obviously having raw sex with multiple women. He has a kid on the way, and he's he has a kid on the way, and he still showed up to a dating show, and he still got chose. He is the walking T app. He is a T app on feet. Everything about the T app that you would think is wrong was embodied in that man. And the woman that chose him is exactly what she's talking about. The line. There is a line of women looking for losers, bums, guys who you think don't have money. All they're good for is dick. All they want. There's women that love that. Women don't like dudes that are successful all the time and got money because, for one thing, we're arrogant. We don't need you. We can replace you. We've already replaced you. We think, or you do what Rico does, and you know, you meet him, you want to go out on a date with him, and he tells you there's 2 other women coming out. Sure, you can just say, "Oh, I'm not going." What the fuck does he care? There's already 2 other women coming. I'm sure for him to find a third to take your place for a beautiful dinner and a fun, wild, freaky night, I don't think that's not really going to be a hassle. You're only hurting yourself, not hurting him. Obviously, he's the one in demand. It's not you. You couldn't get 2 guys that want to go on a date with you, but for him to get 2 women to go on a date with him, I mean, that's the norm now. That's how few men there are. And the last ones left, you think you can go on an app and embarrass him? You're just embarrassing yourself. You're wasting your time. But I love the promotion. Like I said, there's a woman I'm seeing from 10 years ago. There was an app, there was a page called Don't Date 'em Girl. Before I was on the T app, I was on Don't Date 'em, and they had my picture on there. And there's a couple women, but there's one person in particular who met me because she's seen women talking about me on there. And me and her, she still fucks with me to this day. It's been like 9 years, 8 years. Still fucking with Rico. It's you know, what they say, all press is good press. There really is you can't do no wrong when you're a man. Unless it's something where you're taking it and you're beating women. But I'll be honest, there's even a market for men that kick ass. I had a girlfriend ask me to kick her ass. She's like, "I just want you to choke me and slap me and check me and put me in my place." And I was like, I tried. But my hands started hurting. And I was like, bitch, I'm not about to develop carpal tunnel just to make you happy, because she'd want me to fight with her and then fuck her out. I couldn't do it. I'm not into that. The rough stuff, it's not my thing. I couldn't. It's not happening. So there's a market for that, though. There's a market for all kinds of stuff. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. So thank you, women, for the free promotions. Please keep me on your please keep me in your tea app. I listen, green tea, lemon, raspberry, add some honey on some Rico tea, but whatever tea you can put me in, I like it. I like the extra publicity. We appreciate it. Really, you think you're hurting men, but you're just promoting them, and you're basically going to just embarrass yourself, because you're going to realize that nothing you did hurt that man at all. And all you just did was expose that you were just one of many women, and you basically, no real significance. He replaced you and moved on, and you're bitter. Now everybody knows. But there's so many of y'all can kind of like trauma bond and come together and like do like a little kumbaya. So share the video, the single boyfriend. Shout out to the sponsor, cosigning.com. Share this, the right wing Rico, the single boyfriend. Again, things are going to come back into perspective. You're going to realize who you are and who men really are. And that's a good thing. Right now, there's too much delusion floating around, and it's not really helping women. They're getting older and more single and lonelier and sadder. And it's just, it's because of the delusion. This is going to bring things back into focus. And now some of you women are going to touch grass, whether you want to or not. Getting on this T app, trying to embarrass a man and embarrassing yourself is you walking out into a field, getting off a computer and touching grass. You are going to come back into reality one way or another. Right Wing Rico, the Single Boyfriend Club Rico podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys with another episode in about 15 minutes. Thank you.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.